Hey everybody, it's Dustin the Fandom Traveler, and it is the Saturday right after Thanksgiving in 2025, and I'm headed downtown to my favorite end of year event, which is the San Francisco Fan Expo. They have lots of celebrities, lots of cosplayers, lots of fun shopping opportunities just before Christmas season. It's right in my neighborhood, so it's very easy for me to walk to. So we're gonna go through, see all the cosplay, check out, maybe meet some new friends, and maybe we'll see a celebrity or two. They use similar technology here to that from New York Comic-Con, where they actually will scan your badge. Hello.
Hello.
Bing.
Welcome
Thank you so much. And then you are in. And the first thing that you see is the gigantic merch booth. Let's take a look at some of the stuff they've got on offer here. Looks like there's a few exclusive covers here. Wow. Oh, wow. Like a foil Baroness G.I. Joe #1 exclusive. That's pretty cool. So they got some exclusive covers here. They always have a bunch of different lanyards that you can pick up. Looks like they also have t-shirts and pins available here as well. Now, one of the really big draws here is actually the shopping area, and this is a pretty big use of the space here. Actually, you could see from the far right, it uses up about half of this hall, maybe a third of the hall. And there's always some really great vendors here. So we're gonna walk through and see what we can see, show you what's cool, and then we'll head up and check out some of the content. It's the Legging Lass. And this is a very cool apparel designer. You can see they have some really cool front zip hoodies and some big baggy pants here, obviously using anime and other licensed fabric, which is pretty fun. I'm not very good at sewing, although I can sew a little bit. Lots of toys here. Wow, a lot of rare Funkos available. Oh, wow. I think I see Luca Designs here as well. Yeah, Luca Designs is great. This is the perfect time of weather as well. They do some really awesome handmade leather jackets. They have a combination of real leather and vegan leather, and of course a lot of these are fandom focused. So there's Mass Effect, there's inspirations from X-Men, from Spider-Man, anime. There's trenches here. They have a lot of really cool options. They tend to be on the circuit with the folks from Fan Expo. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty dope. Here's a lot of long boxes that are $5 a book. There's Marty the Fly. I saw you, Marty. I saw you. How you doing?
Marty Muck.
Fly. Yeah, you look great. Wow, he might make the thumbnail. Let's go around this way. Oh, look at this. Look at these adorable guys. Zoom. A helmet? There's a helmet? Oh my gosh. Do you love that? Can you beep back? I love your lens beater stroller. That's so cute. Oh, social media dogs. Look at these guys. These are the droids you're looking for. Scarlet's Faith. Thank you. Yeah, nice to meet you guys. Very cute. Oh, look at that guy. Adorable. All we have to do is lay there and be cute. How adorable. Nice to meet you.
Do you want a sticker?
Yeah, they gave me a cool sticker. That's so cute. Okay. A lot of trading cards here. On this side also a lot of cards, and you can see here a bunch of comics as well. They've gotten really smart at grouping like vendors with each other, so when you want to shop for something, you can kind of come to a section and then you can catch most of the people if they sign up in time. Now you'll get random stuff like this where you'll get these lounge flies that are integrated in with some comics, some Lego, right? This is obviously more of a bigger store with a lot wider set of options, but they tend to group them up pretty well, to be honest, in my experience. There's always a prop weapon sword, my favorite over here. I finally see something that I would actually love to have for myself, and that is a Jake shield from Adventure Time. That's so cool. That would be fun. I have the Marine Corps out here doing Toys for Tots, which is awesome. It's great to see them out in the community here. And I think we're going to come back and drop something in the box for them a little bit later on. Now when you get back around here, this is where the fan hangouts tend to be, and I think we're going to see some folks we might know. This is the R2 Astromech Builders Club that's here, and then Bay Area Droid Builders. And then you come around here, you can see and meet some of the folks who are involved in this hobby. Oh, BubbleBot. Very cool. So if this hobby looks interesting to you, there's lots of ways to get involved. And you can see different pieces here that are all look like they're all 3D printed. And then, oh, how cool. And then some of these are remote control that you could take them around. Yeah, look at this guy. In the back here is a local game company called Dogpatch Games, and they have a huge footprint here where they're teaching people how to play lots of different board games. They have a massive schedule here where you can learn how to play Dungeons and Dragons, you can learn how to play Blood on the Clock Tower, you can learn how to play Lorcana, you can play AD&D as an adult, and if I remember correctly, they actually have a session where they're going to do a talk on how to be a dungeon master, which tends to be a pretty challenging part for people who are just getting involved in D&D. So that's a great way to learn a little bit more about how to actually have a successful campaign. Okay, this might be the 501st, but haven't seen a banner just yet.
Do you want to go?
Oh, look at this. It's a Dalek. With ground effects.
Thank you. All Daleks are amazing. I cannot say the same thing about humans.
You're welcome. I like your ground effects.
Thank you. It has a certain je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi indeed. Thank you.
You're most welcome. Have a fun day. That's an order.
Oh, I got an order to have a fun day. I will do it. Well, this is a photo op here with some, now these are definitely, look like 501st folks. Cool Tuxcan Raider here. Now there is a very large Bay Area community of Star Wars fans across the 501st, the makers, etc. And it looks like they've taken a big interest in participating here this year, which is awesome. Now this is the Bay Area Bounty Hunters. I met these guys actually in Tokyo. And this is kind of like all come. So you see there's some Mandalorians here, lots of different helmets, and ways to get involved if you actually want to participate and enjoy spending time with other Star Wars folks. The booth is huge. Wow. And over here they have a Jabba. Wow. Or maybe, I don't know if it's Jabba, but it's a hut. Oh, that's pretty cool. And then over here is actually, they've got Han and Carbonite. So the bounty hunters were successful. Very cool. Now, if you don't want to be a bounty hunter or on the Empire, you can join the Golden Gate Garrison, which is a group of the Rebellion. It's the same kind of fan group that's focused on the Rebellion. So you've got all three flavors: bounty hunters, Imperials, or you can get in with the Jedi and the Rebellion. Now it's fitting because Christopher Lloyd, among others, are here. That they actually have the DeLorean rental here, and they offer you, You can get 2 pictures, the Marty, or 1 photo is the Doc. And you can see that I've actually got photos inside of this car. I'm pretty sure it's this exact car. There's a Christmas party for a large tech company that I got invited to, and they actually had the car on display. Oh, it's King Arthur. Well, how about that? They're just galloping along. Now this side is a lot of seating. This is one thing that I actually do appreciate in contrast to New York, and maybe it's because they are waiting for the dates to flip over before they can sell more of the space, in which case we'd have less seating, but for now there's lots and lots of seating, and then behind that is a bunch of food options. If you actually come here, unless you're absolutely starving and you cannot leave, you can go around the corner and get a much better option for a lower price, so definitely take advantage of that. Every year they give a lot of space to cosplay. And so you can see a bunch of the different costumes that different cosplayers have created over the year. I absolutely really love this Beetlejuice. That's really cute. And the actual cosplayers are on the back side of these tarps. Mima Kurigo, complete with gore splattered umbrella Ella. Wow. Very nice. Now there are a number of other fan communities around also, including Star Trek. So Starfleet is available here if you're so inclined. They've been around for a long time. And then we go back into the retail spaces. I might have just hit a perfect lull here. Or we headed back into the comic books. You can see some people digging pretty deep into these boxes, finding some good stuff. That's always a lot of fun when you find something you've been looking for a while in good condition. Good stuff. Now, Cryptid Zoo actually is a really cool company that makes t-shirts, and they've got like a little bit of a lore. There's actually a scannable code that you can use to unlock more information about the cryptid, which is kind of cool. Wow, there's some rare Star Wars figures there. I got some denim jackets here that are all full panel anime look and feel. These are very nice. There's a whole host of vinyl stickers for $1. That's really fun. It looks like we skipped a aisle here, so we're going to cut over, but you can see some components to build your own lightsaber. It's really neat. And I see here that the Spirit Jersey folks are also here, which is pretty nice. I like some of these, but probably not really my style. And we always love to see different statues. This is the Super Bad action figures. That is an awesome Lobo. Sentinel, that's a cool battle scene. Juggernaut hanging out here, that's pretty cool. And this whole side over here is all Marvel. This Wolverine Berserker is pretty cool. Sweet Cable. Here's a Hulk versus Wolverine. Amazing. I got a few busts here. Check out this Deadpool bust.
don't. She don't look.
We've got a number of other ones here too. You can see a Stormtrooper bust. That's pretty cool. And one of the things I saw that I thought was really cool is over here. It's like a little cityscape where you've got Godzilla coming through. And you can see he's bumped into a couple of buildings over here, wrecking havoc on the bottom. And this is a multi-parter, right? So that would be pretty cool on its own. But you can also fill in the middle here with this lid up here. But wait, there's more. This side is actually the Kong side. And you can see, of course, he's making his way over here. So let's see if I can get the whole thing, the whole shot. And I don't know if you can see this, but Godzilla is about to give him what for. That's pretty cool. The Batman Who Laughs. Man, I saw a guy at New York Comic Con 2 years ago who had the Batman Who Laughs, and he was really good. Here's a really incredible Galactus.
If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask.
Wow. And you can see a little Silver Surfer here for scale right in the front there. That is an incredible detail. Wow. I saw Frankenstein over here. La Muerta. There's Elvira here. Okay, come around here. There's this is a Killer Vader. I love the lit up effects here too. Now you can see that they're getting that from an accent light. It still looks awesome. You could just display that in your house and have that great light. Over here again with the Predator. Pretty cool. This Mace Windu actually is pretty impressive as well. That's a lot of detail for Mace. Blondie. Yep, spaghetti westerns. And they got looks like a Clint Eastwood signature collection. And here's this claims to be a life-size Grogu. That's pretty cool. On the other side, you've got minifigs. Action minifigs, I should say. And if you are a Lego creator, you know getting the right minifig for your build is really important. So there's a lot of options here that you can pick up. See a lot of Dragon Ball characters here. Nice. Now, every show we go to, there's a Styling boxes, it seems. They are the ones with the big mystery boxes that you can purchase. Hey, look. They also have a little Osmo 3. That's the camera that I have set up. Lots of pins here. Oh, hey. Don't blink or you won't find Waldo. A lot more comics here. You see they've got some really old ones here, that's for sure. Some really fun honey. CBC, the hot face burger thing. That's cute. There's a bunch of other t-shirts here as well. Okay, now these are a little more interesting. This is like kimonos and like happy coats that you can buy. A lot of different fabric patterns here as well. It's like this kind of big. Very cool. Right now we've got a number of really cool darker shirts and hoodie pullovers here. Seems like a lot of the clothing and the cosplay are all grouped together. Some cool enamel pins. Got some knives on sale here. We've got some gun replicas that you can use for cosplay or just for fun. A lot more awesome comics, some really older ones there, especially some Avengers there. Lots of comics here, which is great. Here's something you don't see every day. And here's a whole set of long boxes of D&D. I'm gonna have to look through here. Got a lot of collectible stuff here from original D&D. They've got some pretty rare stuff here. Original Dungeon Master's Guide and Monster Manual. And then down here they've actually got some of the old adventure books. And then down here they've got some of the old adventure modules. Good stuff. See down below there as well. Deities and demigods, yeah. They're not all in their great shape, but nice to see. And then these are a bunch of campaign books. I was looking in here to see if anything I worked on was actually in here. And yes, so a little more lore for the channel, friends. I did indeed work on some Dungeons and Dragons products in the past. Okay. Let's keep on moving down. Got some more comic books. A lot of comic books here. Okay. Funko. Some jewelry. Some card skins and press-on nails. Ooh. And get like a cool Japantown nail set. That's pretty neat. Handkerchiefs here. Alright. Here's an R2 in the wild here, just walking around. I'm really happy to see a lot of comics here. Oh, these are kind of cool. So like Fandom Serapes. That's pretty cool. Got fringe at the bottom there. Got a lot of different varieties here. Now that's new. I haven't seen that before.
That's two.
Wow. Some different t-shirts here. On the left, you got a bunch of hats. Now, I am a hat guy. You got a lot of interesting patches here. A lot of them San Francisco centric. That's pretty cool. Bart, we got Berry Building. Palo Alto, East Palo Alto. That's pretty cool. Not a big fan of like the mesh hats in the back. That part usually is not very comfortable for me. Plus, it lets in a lot of sun. I'll pull one of these off just to show you what I'm talking about. So these hats in the back, you can see through it, see-through mesh. I mean, it's comfortable. This looks like a well-designed hat, but I just don't like those meshes in the back. I need that extra coverage. All right, we'll keep on going here. Lots of cute stuff. These are some hand-sewn keychains. On this side, you've got some cool bags, lots of Labubu bags. Labubu is the thing right now. And here's some posters. Ooh. That's fans, stickers, and pins. And here are some additional pins. Chucky pins. Lots of anime pins. Ryukoi. These are nice. Look at that awesome design in the back. Pretty cool. There's like a Spider-Man design here as well. Some more t-shirts. These are cool. Some classic Japanese toys. So we got some of these like small, they're not Matchbox, but they're little tiny cars. Wow. This booth is actually pretty unique because they have a lot of other collectible magazines and things here, but they also have a lot of vintage wristwatch and a bunch of old cameras here. You can see these are all single lens, 1950s to 1870s. And these are all Canon. Really cool. There's some Hanafuda cards. Wow, a lot of neat stuff in there. Now this is cool. This is Kyoto Arts LLC, and then you could argue that there's just a bunch of stuff here, but to be honest, there's a theme here. Got a lot of little Star Wars toys here as well. These are actually Pepsi bottle cap. They're made of Pepsi bottle caps, so the little collectibles, like toppers to put on your Pepsi bottle. That's cool. Of course, people collect those. People collect everything. Oh, now these are cool. There's a lot of hang-up art signs here. You got a lot of really cool backlit Zelda gold cartridge. There's a Charizard over there. The and Remember Skeletor. And Remember! Wow, there's a lot of cool signs. I don't recall these guys being here last year. If they were, I missed them.
They do a lot of weird stuff, but what's great about
these are cool. These are very large mouse pads. These are mouse mats. That's not a pad, that's an entire mat. This is Pixel Empire. Got a lot of neat stuff. Coca-Cola. That's fun. Seems to there's a lot of cool video game references here. Sorry. As well as some neat print art as well. Little Jody's Crafty Corner. There's lots of cute hats and some nice bags. Sweet. A little bit twisted. That's pretty fun. Got an anime grab bag of fun, cool stuff here. Wow, nice embroidery here. Hi. Very nice. This one's good. Everything here is buy two, get one free. That's usually a good deal. Now this is Create Bit Designs. And these are interesting. They're like three-dimensional shadow boxes. So you can see, yeah, I love this. This is Spike's silhouette with Cowboy Bebop. That one's pretty good. A lot of light getting in there. You see Mega Man. But these are all three-dimensional shadow boxes. I don't know if you can see, but there is depth here. These. Of course, Castlevania. There's an iconic one. These are lovely. Okay, now these are actually, these guys were here last year. This is Lux Amuletum. And they have these little potion pouches. Each one of them has a little readme on it for what it says. This is the Flask of Orphaned Rabbiteers. Plus 100 full commitment. This potion will never give up. It will never let you down. It will never run around and desert you. These are awesome. How cool. Oh, and here's instructions of how to use a potion. Showcase it upon any surface, hang it from a belt, use it as a glorified paperweight, use it in your D&D game, stare at it to avoid eye contact, give it to a friend or foe, or wield it as a blunt force weapon. And speaking of weapons, here is part 2 of the weapons booth. There's always one of these at every big convention. Somebody's got them for sale. Some more jewelry stuff over here. And then this is actually an expandable card game. These guys are teaching folks how to play. Ooh, now this is anime coffee art. I like this style. You can see there's a kind of a dark, maybe that's, it looks like coffee was spilled on a piece of paper. And somebody turned it into something great. That's pretty cool. And they have a lot of artwork up here on the wall. Not all of it is that same poppy tone, but it still looks pretty good. All right, lots of anime models. So you can see there's anime everywhere, and that's great. Now here is the Jasmine Dragon. Ooh. They sell interesting teas that are very cool. Now this one speaks to me right now. One mental breakdown later. I actually realized that for probably about 10 minutes I was walking around without the mic on, so if you listen through that, I'm terribly sorry about that. It just ended up being the way it worked out, but hopefully you could hear me pretty well. I wasn't mumbling, but I am in a better position now, so fun times. All right, so we've seen the entirety of the show floor here. And you know, it's not quite as large as some other shows, but nevertheless, it's packed with lots of good stuff here. Plenty of things to see and do, plenty of shopping, and nice, neat little novel things from makers and other folks. So hopefully that'll be something that you'll find interesting. You know, the one thing I'm really surprised by is seeing that no matter how many of these t-shirts that I see, I don't see any of them that says I have friends everywhere, which is from Andor. Here's a build your own saber spot. They also have these metal wallets, but you can basically select each one of these pieces and assemble one, or you can buy one that's pre-assembled and then it comes with a blade. So these are build your own sabers. That's really cool. I think we've touched everything here. Now, there's always a really cool exhibit up here at the front of the show, and this one this year is actually from Japantown. They're celebrating 70 years of Godzilla with a 7-decade roar, and you can see the different art pieces that they have here. That one is killer. That's like that one looks sort of like Godzilla -1. That one reminds me of Godzilla -1. Super cool. This one's super cool. Chibi Godzilla. Not really Godzilla because he's blue, but you know, he's somebody's interpretation. We can see he's eating a Muni bus, which is awesome. Back there is a sumo fish interpretation, kind of like a mecha, but there's a lot of San Francisco references. You can see some of the buildings in Fidei and Japantown there in the background. Now this is the one that kind of caught my attention. That one's pretty amazing. I actually love that. And then there's Godzilla versus SF, the ultimate battle. You can see the Trans-America Pyramid there. Godzilla. You can see the tower from Japantown there. That's super cool. And then the last one we've got over here is, I don't know who the artist is, but I love it. It's very playful line art, reminiscent of the city. Japantown's doing a really big celebration for Godzilla for the 7 decades, and they're also going to be showing Shin Godzilla in Japantown. That's going to happen next weekend. My plan is to actually go up there, and they're going to show the movie starting from 6:45. It's going to be on the outside. You need to bring a blanket if you're going to be seeing that inside of San Francisco. But this is actually a really cool aspect. And, you know, a lot of times the more recent Godzilla films have focused on Godzilla being awoken, or Godzilla sort of as protector of planet, or Gaia, if you want to think about it in that way. The Showa era films were the idea of Godzilla, and you see this, the rise of Godzilla the Defender. So this was when Godzilla would protect from other different monsters that would come through. Of course, there was like the Simians, there were Gigan, Ghidorah, King Ghidorah, like all of those guys Godzilla would defend. And then there's the eras of Godzilla versus humanity's technology. And that's with when he fought against Mechagodzilla. So I really love it. It's cheesy. It's gotten a little more serious recently, but I still can't get enough of Godzilla. All right, let's actually go upstairs and take a look around what's going up there. There's another little artist alley type area. That's also where all of the artists are signing. So maybe we'll catch the celebrity signing. It's pretty busy out here. I saw the Grinch walking around here. Okay. We will go up, up, up. You can go upstairs, and Edward James Olmos from Battlestar Galactica, I think, is giving a Q&A. And down here in the artist alley, there's a couple of places right here at the top, which are the different artists and creators of comics that you can meet. You can buy some stuff from them. Occasionally, you can actually get commissions done, but that's usually something you've got to coordinate before you get here, and there's always a limited number. Okay, so this is the artist alley, and this is where they've got a little bit more seating over here. Looks like they've also got a little manga library that you can check out and read over here, which some people are taking advantage of. And there's a bunch of creators here. This is actually a bigger space than what they had last year, so I'm actually really impressed. I was saying that sometimes you can get commissions. They might have a few available, but let's walk through here and see what we can see. Crackaway. Dragon rabbit. Ooh. These are small press, or they're just folks who make things at relatively small scale. Some buttons here. I tend to get overwhelmed when I come to these because I see so many things that I like. It's hard to choose, and then occasionally I'll end up choosing nothing, which is not my intention. Charms here. Some pillows and keychains. Hey, how you doing? Good. Let's see. Cool enamel pins. Pins is the hotness. Pins is the hotness. I guess it's because they're cheap and you can charge pretty much whatever you want for them. Now this is an area of notable expansion. This area was, I want to say it was like 5 or 6 lanes, but now it's pretty big. Like I'm glad that they're doing this up here and not down in the show floor. CC art. Wow. That's cool. I see a lot of cool signs here as well. Welcome to the dungeon. These are cool. You can put these up if you've got a cave, a person cave. Some cute button downs. Lazy Day Tea. Love it. It feels to me like the folks who exhibit here know their audiences. Oh, these crocheted plants are really cute. actually... Oh, look, a little bouquet. That's cute too. And they'll never die. So the Kid Zone here is actually available for parents and kids to come in here. This is not a drop-off or a babysitter situation. It's a little bit more low-key, lower stimulus. You can go in and color. They also have a Jedi training that they were going to allow to happen here as well. Now this is something that all the fan expos has. What fandom are you thankful for? You can see lots of folks here are signing, just putting their name down. A lot of artists have written or drawn some cool things here just to kind of talk about how they have enjoyed and appreciated fandom and what it's meant to them. And this room has a bunch of smaller activities. There's some people making friendship bracelets here. That's super fun. There's also some video games back here, so you can make and share. There's some kids playing with some blocks, folks on their Switches. Looks like a general place for kind of people to just chill out if you've been here all day, walking around all day. They also have a bunch of board games over here. So you can play Monopoly, you can play more kid-friendly stuff. They got Mad Libs at the Fan Expo. That sounds super fun. Also have a lot of seating in here, so you can just kind of chill out, which I think is great. Oh, no, these are neat. Vessels of the Gods. These pins are the Greek pantheons. Wow, these are beautiful. We've got a lot of really cool sketches here. These are Michael Overholt's. Yeah, I feel like we saw this guy's stuff last year. I love these. Handmade earrings. That's cool, that Voltron. My child blew up the Death Star. A lot of additional artists have booths up here where they're selling some more of their awesome art, some much more renowned folks than perhaps elsewhere. Now, if you're a fan of animation Cels, this booth has got you covered. Some of them are actually even autographed by artists who were involved in the production. So you can see Starenko. That's what we want to see. Let's see. Wow. Very cool. Now there's some Batman. Let's see the actual frame and the shot it was from. Very cool. So they've got a lot of DC stuff here. Original backgrounds. Wow. Love it. All right, so we got to go upstairs to the Back to the Future panel. I'm sure it's going to be massive attendance. Now very similar to New York Comic Con. They have a whole sequestered area here. So you have a slot that you can come in, get your photo, and then you walk into a booth so you don't actually end up seeing them from afar. You only get to pay for access. Once you've paid for that access, then you're able to walk in and actually get a photo made with them.
Please give on up to the legend, the wonderful Christopher Lloyd!
So I try to tell people when they come up, however you can get in front of an audience of any kind, whatever the circumstances are, do it and keep doing it. So I guess I put that message in a bottle. Keep getting up and doing what you want to do until finally it sticks.
Thank you, Christopher.
Thank you.
It was so much fun hanging out at SF Fan Expo. We got to see some really great panels. We didn't meet any celebrities this time, but you know, we came pretty close. And it was just a really great time to see everybody out here. Awesome energy. It's a great event for the community. So if you have thought about coming out for this, you should definitely do it. I recommend it. Now, it's not going to be as big as some of the other shows, but it is a lot of fun, lots of things to do. So check it out. And while I've got you here, let me remind you to like and subscribe to the Fandom Traveler. We go all over the place for fan events, movie locations, and bring those to you. Help you figure out what places you might like to visit in the future, whether it's San Diego Comic Con or the shooting set of Tatooine in Tunisia. We're here for you. So please do subscribe to the channel. It costs you nothing, and it means a whole lot to us in terms of proving out to ourselves that this is something of value that people are enjoying and finding worthwhile. Well, we're gonna sign off here from San Francisco. Remember, the credits may roll, but the adventure never ends. We'll see you in the next video.